Hello, my name is Eric Twachtman, and this is Sanlando Sound Waves. And today is week 41, day 203. And the passage for today is John 11, verses 45 to 57. Therefore, many of the people who came to Mary and saw that what Jesus had done believed in him. But some of them went to the Pharisees and told them the things which Jesus had done. Therefore the chief priests and the Pharisees convened a council and were saying, "What are we doing? For this man is performing many signs. If we let him go on like this, everyone's going to believe in him, and the Romans will come and take away both our place and our nation." But one of them, Caiaphas, who was high priest that year, said to them, "You know nothing at all, nor do you take into account that it is expedient for you that one man die for all the people, and so that the whole nation doesn't have to perish." Now, he did not say this on his own initiative, but being high priest that year, he prophesied that Jesus was going to die for the nation, and not for the nation only, but in order that he might gather together into one children of God who are scattered abroad. So from that day on, they planned to kill Jesus. Therefore, Jesus no longer continued to walk publicly among the people, but went away from there to the country near the wilderness, into a city called Ephraim, and there he stayed with his disciples. Now the Passover of the Jews was near, and many went up to Jerusalem out of the country before the Passover to purify themselves. So they were seeking for Jesus, and were saying to one another as they stood in the temple, "What do you think? Is he going to come to this feast at all?" Now the chief priests and the Pharisees had given orders that if anyone knew where he was to report it, so that they might seize him. Now here are the 7 arrows that we use to analyze the passage. Number 1, what does the passage say? Number 2, what did it mean to the original audience? Number 3, what does the passage tell us about God? Number 4, what does it tell us about humanity? Number 5, what does this passage demand from me? Number 6, how does it change how I relate to other people? And number 7, how does it prompt me to pray to God? And here is our devotional for day 203. It didn't take long for the leaders to determine that the best course of action was to get rid of Jesus. He threatened their way of life, openly criticized them, and performed miracles that only could have come from God. Worse, there were huge crowds following Jesus. Knowing what's in the hearts and minds of all people, Jesus wasn't surprised by the religious leaders' plan to kill him. However, it would happen according to God's purpose, and the timing of his death was God's to determine. Jesus told the disciples that no one could take his life from him. Instead, he would willingly lay it down. It's not as if some group of religious leaders could sneak up on Jesus and haul him off to death. Until the exact moment God had determined for Jesus to die, he lived freely. It might look like the leaders were setting a trap, but Jesus could not be caught up in their little plan. And there it is. Thank you for listening today, and we look forward to having you join us again tomorrow. Bye-bye.